I know the secret for maximum productivity, creativity, and high performance. It's the flow state. Hi guys, I'm Jyotsna, and today we're gonna be discussing about flow state and how to get into that flow state in order to tap your limitless potential and your maximum productivity. So let's get started. I am the biggest fan of Taylor Swift, and there was a point of time in my life, I think during the 1989 concert, that was the time I realized that damn, I wish I was her. In reality, I didn't actually want to be her. I was just attracted to the experience and the magical performances that Taylor Swift is literally known for. So how is Taylor Swift such a successful pop star? Because she has mastered the art of flow. So Taylor Swift has mastered the art of flow. She knows how to get into the state of flow when she's composing music, when she's writing music, or when she's performing live in front of thousands and thousands of people. She knows how to get into that flow state and how to be completely engrossed in it. So let's talk about what the flow state really is. The flow state means being immersed fully in an activity that you're currently doing. There are zero distractions and you lose track of time and you're fully present in that. So for example, you are reading a book and you are completely immersed in that book, in that state where you're just enjoying the book, reading the book, and you're completely focused on that one activity without any other thoughts wandering in your head, without any other distractions. That is literally you being in a flow state while reading that book. These days, it is so difficult to get that razor eye focus and to have that sharp concentration. Not a lot of us in this generation have that, to be very honest. In order to master the flow state, it's not that difficult. It is totally achievable and attainable. There are just 5 easy steps to it, so let's get started. So the first step is to stop multitasking. I know that we love multitasking. We like doing 3-4 things at a time. In order to be in a flow state and to thoroughly enjoy and immerse yourself in an activity, you need to focus on just one specific task. So for example, if it's cooking, make sure that you prioritize 30 or 40 minutes of your time in just enjoying cooking. So enjoy the fact that you get to cut fresh vegetables, you get to do something from scratch, and just enjoy the process of cooking and preparing something very delicious. Multitasking never gives you the best results or the best outcome always. So there are times when I am cooking and at the same time watching TV, listening to podcasts, or doing 3-4 other different things, and whatever I cook that day doesn't taste as good as what I cook when I completely focus and I keep my 100% concentration on cooking. Also, I finish way quicker when I have 100% focus rather than when I am multitasking with 10 different things. So that's the reason you want to get into that flow state, to stop multitasking, focus on that specific goal or that specific activity and get fully immersed in it. Second thing, eliminate all external and internal distractions. So external distractions are going to be your electronics, your phone, your iPad, your laptop, your gaming devices, whatever. So if possible, keep them all away for that particular time that you have decided to be in your flow state. And at the same time, if you stay in an environment which is noisy, or you stay with friends and family and you really want to be in a zone where you're alone and just focused on your activity, then you can always switch and change your environment. You can go somewhere outside, go to a local cafe, go to the library, anything that works for you, where you can just be yourself with no distractions and no noise anywhere. You can also put like focus music. That's what I like doing whenever I'm going to a library or a cafe, any place that I feel like is even a little bit noisy or disturbing or distracting for me. I just put on focus music, and it's like light concentration music. I can link it down below if you want to check it out, and it really helps me focus on the task in front of me. So you can do something like that in order to eliminate any external distractions. And when it comes to internal distractions, it is all in your mind, all your negative thoughts, all your overthinking, all of the random things that you think about which do not allow you to be attentive and focus on something. For that, the best habit that I developed is writing it down. I just journal and scribble down all my thoughts and let it go. That really helps me a lot. Meditation also helps calm my mind. So yeah, you can try out meditation, journaling, things like this that will just allow you to be more mindful and allow you to be more present. And these two have really helped me, but you can always try what helps better for you. Maybe it's listening to music, maybe it's, chanting mantras, maybe it's praying. Everybody is different. You can find one habit that allows you to control your internal thoughts and allows you to focus completely. So that's when you'll see a lot of difference. Flow is a combination of discipline and deep work. So for that, you need to have self-discipline and deep work, which is what we're going to talk about next. Yeah, self-discipline is so important. And again, this applies to every area of your life, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your fitness, like being disciplined to go to the gym every day, being disciplined to eat healthy. All of this applies to every area. Again, if you see it, I want to make an entire video on self-discipline. Maybe I'll do it in my next or my future videos. But yeah, discipline is very important, and just having that discipline of showing up every day and just working on it, even if it's for a couple of minutes. So that really makes a lot of difference. So start small, but make sure that your daily routine is formed in such a manner that you're always doing that activity. Something small every day. It could be just reading for 15 minutes or just jogging for 10 minutes. Start something that small and just make sure that you're committed to doing that every day, even if it's for that 10 minutes. Be committed to doing it every single day for 10 minutes. So one way you can instill discipline and have this consistency in life is by maintaining a habit tracker. Habit tracker is very simple. You can literally make it using a notebook and pen. Don't clutter it with like 10-15 different habits. You're not going to follow it. I just write down 5 habits and I make sure that I'm consistently tracking it every day to see how my progress is. Striking off things, it's just that happiness when you strike things off and you've accomplished it. That just feels like you're winning life. Like literally it feels like you're winning life, and it feels really, really good. So just try that and let me know what you think. Thing is obviously deep work, because flow is a combination of discipline and deep work. So I do have to talk about deep work. Deep work is again putting your 100% concentration in an activity and getting out the best output for it. Work for a writer would be like writing chapters and developing a story, developing characters, etc. Deep work for maybe an academic student would be writing their thesis, preparing, studying textbooks, things like that. So you need to understand what you really want to master, whether it's a skill, whether it's something professionally, and you have to give your 100% focus and concentration on it. So you have to develop that enthusiasm and passion to work on that specific task and give your 100% to it. It can be difficult initially, especially if you don't enjoy that task. I don't think anybody can ever do deep work. So you have to have some sort of passion or some sort of inclination towards that particular task, and that's when you will see that you can do deep work. So deep work can range from anywhere between 1 hour to like 12 hours or 15 hours, depends on your potential and how much you're engrossed in it. So I would say again, start small, start with just 1 hour, fix 1 hour of your schedule each day to just do deep work in that particular area and see where it goes. You can extend it later to 3 hours, 4 hours, depending on how you like it and how much you're enjoying it. All the famous people that you know, all celebrities, all the people who are ruling the tech industry, all of these people at some point of time or even now are still doing deep work in order to just get better and better each day. Something that I do in order to focus and get into that deep work zone is to set a deadline, like an imaginary deadline in my head. I always imagine that I have to finish this video and I have to upload it in the next 2 days or I'm not going to get a salary. Like something that extreme. I know it's very stupid and silly and your mind might like talk back with you and say, this is so stupid, I know it's not true, so I'm not going to do it. But you just have to convince your mind and you have to set this imaginary deadline. I remember having a research paper back in college that I had to submit in like 10 days and I had done only like 30 or 40% of it. And I remember the last 10 days before I submitted the paper, how crazy and hectic my schedule was. I did deep work, like passionate work for like 3 hours or 4 hours each day, and that just got me into the zone, and that's where I can relate academically of being in a flow state. So yeah, that's what you want to do, like just do deep work in the area that you want to master or the skill that you want to master. Just make sure that you're setting aside some time and scheduling an imaginary deadline and just working on it. It really helps if you have a real deadline, but it also helps if you can convince your mind and make it believe that that imaginary deadline is also real. So yeah, The last tip I have for you is actually very simple, and it's the one that I thoroughly enjoy. It is to have a pre-ritual before you start off getting into that flow state. So if your flow state ranges from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., what are you doing between 6:30 to 7 or between 6 to 7? So I like to prep before my flow state. I like to have my warm cup of green tea. I like meditating for 15 minutes, taking a warm shower, just enjoying that shower completely, having like a cleansing ritual, a skincare ritual, all of this for like 40-45 minutes before I get into my flow state. So my flow state ranges from 8 a.m. to like 11 a.m. That's when I feel like I'm the most productive. I do like crazy hardcore editing at that time. I also read a lot of books. I research for my next video ideas, and at the same time I'm also doing a course on digital marketing. All the areas that I need to concentrate or get into the flow state for, I try to schedule it between 8 to 11, and that's the reason between 7 and 8 I prep myself. I have a good breakfast. I drink a warm cup of tea. I have this pre-ritual routine in order to prepare me for the next 3 hours of focus. So for the next 3 hours, I don't see myself getting distracted. The only time I take a break is when I need to go to the washroom or when I need to drink water, and this has given me such a good result. Not only have I been reading more books, but I have also been uploading more often. I've been working on the things that I wanted to, and it has just helped me a lot. So have a pre-ritual. Your pre-ritual could be completely different from mine. Your pre-ritual routine could be you drinking coffee, or you going for a walk in a beautiful park and then coming back and getting into that deep flow state. So yeah, having that pre-ritual routine before you get into that flow state is very important. Try to make it enjoyable, try to make it light and easy, so you're super prepared for your flow state. That was it, guys. This is all that I wanted to explain, and I hope you got a better understanding of flow state and how to tap into it. You can read the book Flow, which is what got me introduced to the topic or the concept in the first place. So you can check out the book Flow, and you can also check out the book Deep Work, which gives you a lot of research on the same concept of deep work. So yeah, that was it. I hope you guys liked it. I do want to make more helpful videos like this, so don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It'll encourage me to do more videos. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye. So this especially, I want to a lot of distractions.